Welcome to the hypocritical part of the New England Patriots free agent signings. We'll start with Cody Davis. The Patriots went bargain basement hunting this offseason. They went with some low dollar guys after re-signing Devin McCourty and Matthew Slater to slightly bigger deals. Davis was one of the guys they signed on a smaller deal, 1.5 million for 1 year. So a smaller deal. Let's take a look at what Davis has been. Davis is 30 years old, from Texas originally. He'll be 31 when the season begins. 7-year NFL career so far, playing with the St. Louis Rams and the LA Rams, and then on to Jacksonville. Davis has been a special teamer throughout his career. You can see as the bottom left corner is his snap breakdown, offense, defense, special teams throughout his career. 2016, 2017, he was a semi-rotational defensive player, and that to me is more likely probably injury fill-in and spot, quarters and maybe some dime snaps, but not a whole lot. Primarily, he's a special teams guy. Plays 87% of special teams snaps last year for Jacksonville, so obviously can do it all in special teams. Bringing you up to the top right corner, that's his game breakdowns from last season. Again, about 4 or 5 games maybe where he was probably an injury fill-in on defense. That's not rotational snaps due to all the zeros you see other places on defense. Those are someone was hurt and he came in as the next DB in line, and then was a rotational role in limited number of snaps last year for Jacksonville. But did play special teams, basically on every special teams unit, probably except 1 or 2. So he can do a good job with that. And then taking down to the bottom right corner, you'll see his tackles, 83 tackles in 97 games played. And I get to the hypocritical part of it. To me, Bill Belichick is a phenomenal coach, which we all agree he is. This is a guy to me that you have to either draft this year or find really off the scrap heap and find for less than $1 million. I mean, $300,000 cap hit means there's absolutely no guarantee he is on the roster opening day. This is per Spotrac, but 1.5 is just too much money for a team that's up against the cap. The special teams, and this is the hypocritical part of it. Excuse me. Special teams was key for them last year. Clearly, they won games because of their special teams unit, but in my eyes, you have to develop players like this. You can't go sign them when there's so many other needs on this roster, particularly tight end. We'll take a look right here of where Davis fits in. This is sorted by cap hit. The far right column is in gray there, cap hit. So you see Davis there, a $1.5 million cap hit. Other guys like Brandon Bolden, Justin Bethel, Brandon King, in that $1 to $2 million cap hit, which is not big. It's clearly less than 1% of the cap. They're up against the cap for other reasons than this. The Brady dead money notwithstanding, the Joe Tooney contract. Obviously, there's ways out of it, but to me, you knew this is where you were at, and you cannot be wasting money. This is what I viewed as a waste of money when you have so many other needs. I mean, they don't have a tight end on this roster right now. There's no one that Jarrett Stidham can throw the ball to opening day at the tight end position. Matt LaCosse is nice. He's fine. He's a third tight end. You need a first or second tight end, and I'm all for getting above average players, but right now you have nothing at the tight end position. There is literally nothing to throw the football to. This is a look at some of the tight ends. I try to sort through who the rookies are because obviously, guys on rookie deals lower cap hits, but probably hard to get. A guy like Irv Smith in Minnesota might be a little bit more difficult to get. But, at the top of that list on the right side, Hayden Hurst was just traded for by Atlanta. I forget what he was traded for, but there's guys out there the Patriots could go get for similar type money. Guys on the left-hand side, $2.5 to $3.25 million, a little higher up. But if you had saved money with these special teamers, you could go get a tight end. And to me, it's really troublesome for a team that has 0 tight ends on the roster right now and really lacks plenty of other positions. Why we're spending on 4th, 5th, and 6th special teams guys, which is what I view Cody Davis. He could be a valuable part of the team in 2020, but to me, you're leaving other holes much bigger than you're trying to fill a special teams need with a $1.5 million of Cody Davis. We're going to take a look here at another one of Davis's punt coverage. Davis again, the up man, the towel, middle guy right on the outside, or the far hash, at this point. He's going to run around the left-hand side. He's responsible for basically the outside coverage as the gunner is the first one down there. And Davis, to me, obviously not much of a tackle there, but he's a good job hustling, and that's what you want to see. This is what Belichick's looking for in guys he's bringing in. He wants to see effort, compete, who's going to get to the football. And Davis makes sure he's the first one to the football here outside the gunners. A little stumble, no problem going around that guy, and he's fighting. He's going to make sure he's the first one there. Does a good job making sure the returner goes out of bounds there. It's a nice play, and that's what the Patriots signed him for here in 2020. Here we are looking at Davis and punt coverage. He is the guy just to the right of the kicker here. To me, he's going to be the first one down. Again, want to see a guy with effort. At 30, possibly has lost a step, but not here, not last season. He does make the tackle on this play. We'll take a little better view from the end zone view. He is this guy right here, just to the right of the kicker. You're going to see him do a nice job shedding the block here, being able to get some visibility, get free, and make a tackle. So here he is. He's engaged right here. Runner can do a lot of things. What you're going to see is Davis come off this block right here to his left, our right, and make a tackle. There he is. Nice play. Wraps up. Short of the 25. That's what you want to see on kickoff coverage. And good starting position for the defense there. All right, let's get to the good part of Cody Davis here. Here he is against the Broncos, Week 4, punting from their own goal line. Davis is the up back. He's got the towel on. He's going to run the hash, basically. Going to run right down the near hash. Pretty good punt from their punter. Davis makes a nice open field tackle. We'll get a better view from the end zone, but nice job by Davis doing his job. Protecting here. Protection's obviously key right here. Don't want to let a guy through. Does a good job blocking. He's going to run right down the middle of the field, stay on the hash, make a tackle. Here it is. Davis going down the hash. A lot of open room for this defender, for the returner, excuse me. Davis makes a nice tackle. Adrian Phillips did a similar thing with the Chargers last year. We'll see who they end up using in that role, but Davis is what he's here to do, and he can make plays like this.